Welcome to SecedNowUSA.com. Our goal is to explain what is really going on in the United States in easy to understand videos. This video deals with unemployment.
Hey Allison. I came over as soon as I could. You sounded really upset on the phone. What's up?
Hi Brian, thanks for coming over. I've been talking to my father and he gave me some really bad news.
What's happened? Is your father sick?
In a way, yes. We have been talking about the future of our country and he has got me really worried.
I know that the economy is bad, and jobs are hard to find. I haven't had a single job offer since I graduated from college.
I haven't had any luck either, and most of my friends are unemployed.
I can't even find a minimum wage job. The companies I've talked to say that business is bad and they are afraid to hire anyone.
Yes. Most businesses are worried about the cost of the Affordable Health Care Act, better known as Obamacare.
I don't understand why jobs are so hard to find. The president says that the unemployment rate has been dropping for the last 3 years, and that he has created millions of new jobs. So, why can't we find a job?
One reason is that the administration is lying about the unemployment rate. For example, in December of 2013 the government announced that the unemployment rate had dropped from 7% to 6.7%. However, only 70,000 jobs were created. The economy must create at least 200,000 jobs each month just to accommodate all of the new people entering the job market.
But that means that the unemployment rate should have gone up, if we had 200,000 people entering the job market but only created 70,000 new jobs. What gives?
My father, who is an economist, has a saying, that figures don't lie, but liars do figure.
What does that mean?
It means that the government is manipulating the data to make it look like the unemployment rate is getting better, when it is really getting worse.
In other words, they're lying to us. No wonder we can't find a job. How bad is it?
Well, if you want to know the truth, you'd better sit down. The reason that the unemployment rate dropped in December is that 500,000 people dropped out of the workforce. These are people who just gave up looking for a job. When they stop looking for a job, the government no longer counts them as unemployed. Therefore, the unemployment rate drops, even though less people are working.
Well, that's just stupid. In fact, it is dishonest. It's really a lie. Is that what you meant when you said that figures don't lie, but liars do figure?
Correct. However, as I said earlier, that is only the tip of the iceberg. In the 5 years since President Obama took office, the actual workforce has only grown by just over 1 million people. That means that, on average, the economy has only been creating 17,000 jobs per month. And remember, we need to create over 200,000 jobs per month, just to break even. During that same 5-year period, 13 million people have dropped out of the workforce. That means that the real unemployment rate is closer to 15%.
If that's true, that means that the economy is in worse shape than we are being told. I've heard that many companies are hiring part-time workers. If that is true, then the economy must be growing. Or, why else would they be hiring anybody?
Again, things are not what they seem. Companies are required by federal law to pay employees overtime when they work more than 40 hours per week. The overtime rate is 50% more than regular pay. So, if an employee is making $8 per hour, then the company must pay them $12 per hour if they work more than 40 hours per week.
I see. So companies can't afford to pay employees 50% more, so they hire additional people. That's good, isn't it? It means that more people are working.
Yes, more people are working, but they are working less hours. Because the companies don't want the employees to accidentally work over 40 hours, they cut their hours to 30 hours per week. That means that many of these employees must work 2 jobs to make ends meet. Just another example of laws with good intentions that hurt the very people they are designed to help. And Obamacare is just making this problem worse.
How so? I was told that Obamacare would be good because it would ensure that everyone had health care insurance.
That was certainly the idea. However, the way the law is written, employers are only required to pay for health care insurance for employees who work over 30 hours per week. Now, the employers are cutting their employees' hours to 20 hours per week in order to ensure that they never have to cover them with health care insurance.
Wow! Who can survive working just 20 hours per week? That's crazy. But, how does that affect the unemployment rate?
Companies are now firing one full-time employee and replacing them with two part-time employees. As far as the government is concerned, more people are now working.
But if we now have two people working a total of 40 hours per week, and they have replaced one full-time employee who was working 40 hours per week, we haven't gained anything.
No, we haven't. But the government doesn't take into account that these are part-time employees. They simply look at the number of people working. So two part-time employees, replacing one full-time employee, causes the unemployment rate to decline. If the government calculated the unemployment rate based on total hours worked, then the real unemployment rate would be closer to 20%.
Unbelievable. Now I see why you are so worried. What else did your dad tell you that has you so upset?
More, much more than we have time to get into today. He is worried about the deficits, the national debt, the Fed printing money and the conflicts between the liberals and conservatives, just to mention a few. All of this has worn me out. Let's get together tomorrow so we can talk when I'm rested.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Our next video will cover the federal deficit and the national debt. Please stay tuned.
Please visit our website at secednowusa.com. It is the most complete website on secession. It covers the right to secede, reasons for secession, and what the new government will look like. Please tell all your friends. We need to take action before the United States implodes.